This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
The best defense is a good offense. So before the sewer backs up into your home and wreaks havoc, stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is there for you when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, presenting the Roast of Steve Miggs, live on stage.
Oh, it's going to be a great time, isn't it, BJ?
Oh, I mean, the whole KISW crew is going to be there. That includes us, of course, the men's room, Ryan Castle, Taryn Daly, who apparently is, doing a turkey and chicken rebellion against humans, and we'll probably come up and,
I feel like a dead man walking around the halls because I know all the men's room guys have been working on jokes. They've been talking about it yesterday, and they're all like mapping their stuff out. Castle's texting me, I worked out on some more stuff about everybody, and I'm like, that's just great. Like, yeah, I know that it's going to be a fun time goofing on me, but I'm looking forward to the fact that it does raise money for a great cause and a chance to see all the rockaholics, which is really, at the end of the day, that's the best part.
I'm going to wing it. I'm going to just here's my strategy. I'm going to go to Snoqualmie Casino and have a beverage, and then I'm going to go up there and just say what comes to mind.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, baby.
A true pro.
That's how I'd...
Or a true I don't give an F kind of guy, depending on how you look at it.
So the Roast of Steve Miggs is happening Friday, April 15th at the Snoqualmie Casino Ballroom. The cool thing is that, part of the proceeds of the tickets go to Smash Seattle, a great organization getting medical care for all the local musicians that just don't have proper medical care because, I don't know if you know, but being a musician doesn't mean you come with a medical plan. It just doesn't have great benefits like that. Tickets are on sale as you and I are talking and listening. Just go to KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Miggs.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Miggs. Don't be a loser. Beat Miggs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Miggs, and we've made it. It's Friday. Friday. Hey, look, Danny's jumping. He is. Woo! Friday. Getting down Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Happy Friday, everyone.
Damn straight.
Yeah, go out there and have some fun if you can.
Yes.
Yeah. And if not, then don't. I don't know. I'm not your boss. Okay. Do whatever you want. All right. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got John in Bremerton. John, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
I'm going to go do whatever I want.
All right.
Look out.
Or don't.
Yeah.
I'm not your boss.
I'll make it back.
Oh, no. Well, then you would lose. Can you even deal with that?
I'll do what I want.
Yeah. Fine, whatever.
No, you have to get out. You really have to get out, though.
For those playing at home, John will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. John, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
All right. In American football, how many players is each team allowed on the field at one time?
20.
No.
18.
No.
14.
No. What actor does the voice of Maui in the 2016 animated movie Moana?
The Rock.
Yes. What war ended in 1918?
World War One.
Yes. Pepsi Twist was a Pepsi flavored with what?
Lime.
No.
Lemon.
Yes. What animal does cashmere come from?
Fox.
No.
Ferret.
What was that?
Ferret.
No.
I know the name. Mongoose.
No. With sunscreen, what does SPF stand for?
Sun protection degrees.
No.
That's out.
What car manufacturer makes the Jetta?
GW.
Yes. And 4 correct.
All right, it's something.
Yeah, it's something, especially, I don't know, John, maybe get a better phone. It's kind of hard to hear you on that one, but we got through it. And, I mean, you don't have to get a better phone, I guess. You can do what you want.
Well, here we go. Let's do what you want, Day.
Yeah, do what you want Friday.
Yeah, I feel good about it.
I can tell.
I really don't want you in my corner for anything because you really don't know if you want to be supportive. You just sort of like, you start out like, hey, I want to say, I don't know if I, never mind.
I mean, I want to be supportive, but maybe you don't want me to be supportive of you, so I just don't want to really kind of box anybody in with anything.
I rest my case.
What the hell did I just walk in on?
I have no idea.
I'd rather walk into my parents doing it.
Whoa!
Just kidding.
Are you sure?
It's a little
I was about to
extreme.
say, are you sure?
Wow.
It's a little extreme, especially now
That
they're
is
both
a
in their
lot.
mid-70s.
I only want to walk in on your parents when they give me cupcakes. That's all I want to see.
Well, that I agree.
See, now I just have that visual, Steve.
Of my parents doing it?
Yes.
Sorry.
Happy birthday to us. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Stephen, it's Mommy. How you doing there?
I'm not so good anymore, Mom.
Oh, yeah, no.
Are you ready?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
In American football, how many players is each team allowed on the field at one time?
11.
Yes. What actor does the voice of Maui in the 2016 animated movie Moana?
I only know because we always bring up The Rock.
Yes.
He's always doing like the lines for his daughter.
Pardon me?
The acting lines. Not,
okay.
That kind of relationship.
Praising Lana.
What war ended in 1918?
The War of 1812?
No.
World War One?
Yes. Woo! Pepsi Twist is a Pepsi flavored with what?
The Twist of Cain.
No.
Oh, Danzig. Lime.
No.
Lemon.
Yes. What animal does cashmere come from?
Robert Plant.
No.
Oh. A sheep?
No.
A donkey.
No. With sunscreen, what does SPF stand for?
Sun protection factor.
Yes. With what car manufacturer makes the Jetta?
A Volkswagen.
Yes. What major river separates the twin cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul?
The Twin Lakes.
No.
What was the question again?
What major river separates the twin cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul?
The River of Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett.
The River of Kirby Puckett.
Yes,
sir!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still managed to win. Congratulations.
Yes.
6-4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, John. Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah, that's about how his whole thing sounded.
John's phone,
Was he broadcasting underwater?
Kinda. It was hard to hear him.
under the River of Kirby Puckett. He was broadcasting under.
So when I say major river, what's the first river that comes to mind?
Mississippi.
There you go.
That's the answer?
Yes, it is.
I just assumed that would never be the answer. I'm so glad I won without needing that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing.
Yes.
The only other one that you did not get was what animal does cashmere come from? And this is a bit of a difficult one, so I'm not surprised people don't know it.
I don't know.
Leopard?
No.
Mink?
No.
An elephant.
No. It's one of your favorite sound effects that you've done.
Goat.
An
Yes.
elephant.
Goat.
Oh, I would have guessed goat, too. I probably should. I should have guessed goat.
You should have guessed goat. You would have been correct.
I should have done it.
Well,
oh, well.
Congrats, Steve. You still won, so good job.
Damn, cashmere comes from goats. So they charge some money for cashmere. Yeah, they do. Wow, I think there's a lot of goats out there. I feel like that shouldn't be that rare.
And goats are cool, man.
Are they?
I think so. Anytime
I
I've been
know.
around a goat, I'm like, this is a pretty cool animal.
They taste good, too.
What?
I love goat meat.
You've eaten goat meat?
Yeah.
Why?
You've never had goat because it's delicious.
When I don't even know where you get goat meat.
Indian food places.
Really?
They have goat?
Yeah.
Do they really?
BJ, you
I know
should
they have lamb.
You love Indian food.
Yeah.
I've never had goat at an Indian restaurant. I've had lamb.
I had goat when BJ and I actually went to an Indian restaurant in Issaquah. I had goat meat.
And they really
I
serve
usually-
goat?
Yeah.
Why
I
don't
get
I
chicken.
remember this? Did I have any?
I don't know if you tried my dish.
Mexican food has a lot of goat meat too.
What?
Yeah.
Why are we eating goats?
Birria.
Because they're delicious.
Oh, man.
I mean, we
don't
eat
know about
lamb.
this.
I don't know why
we
we
drink
wouldn't
their
eat
milk.
goat.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
hard
goat
time
cheese.
eating animals that I think are cute.
Oh, I love goat.
Oh, really?
Goat cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Goat cheese is different.
You don't think a cow is cute? Those eyes, that face?
Yeah, cows are cute.
I mean, the cartoon versions of cows are cute, but real cows are not that cute. Let's get real.
Really?
Have you seen a cow in person, sir?
Yes, on the Ording Trail all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. All
I
right.
still hate them. All right.
I don't hate them, but I'll eat them.
No, he just doesn't think they're cute. That's all. That's
Right.
what he's saying.
Like, I don't really want to eat a deer. I know people love deer.
Oh, because they're cute.
Yeah, same with like a rabbit. Hell, even ducks. I think ducks are adorable. I don't want to eat them.
So you're going to only eat ugly things?
Yes.
So like hippos, rhinos.
No, let's not get crazy. Then I'd say I eat you. I mean,
There's a lot in that statement that really doesn't make me happy.
no, right?
Yeah, I'm not getting into it either, Vicky, because I'm the target of said ugly consumption. Yeah, I don't need that.
Hey, we all have our rules. And
Oh,
that's
do we?
that's
Do we? Yeah, I do
that's-
too.
That's my thing.
Yeah, I have my rules too, but they still make me come in here and do this show every day anyway.
Don't eat cute stuff.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I love this story. A woman programmed her boss's computer to start talking to him when no one else was around. Oh, this is so awesome. Here's what that sounded like.
Oh boy, I don't know what you did, Christine, but I know it's you. You're freaking me out if you're listening to me.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Very afraid. I am, believe me. There's something that's going to explode.
Let me out of this computer box.
Oh boy.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Christine needs a raise. Give Christine the raise.
Yeah, Christine's going to get fired.
Oh, jeez. I love this guy. I'm looking at him. He just looks like a guy who likes to party on like the beach. Like he's got like his like bright blue button down shirt and cargo shorts on, and he's the boss.
Yeah. He didn't really fire her, by the way. He was just kidding.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And so you're right, Steve. It looks like it's a blast at that place.
Yeah, dude, I like on her TikTok. It says, "No, I wasn't fired. My boss could take a joke."
This is something Vicky would do to BJ.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's to take nothing for granted. So when you expect hot water and get cold, when you expect the shower to drain and it doesn't, when you turn the furnace on and it won't start, stop freaking and call Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. 1-800-FREAKIN'.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Yeah. He would like it. I think he would like it, though.
Oh, I would. I mean, I suppose if somehow she rigged my Amazon Echo, my Alexa, to do some weird stuff, I'd be tripping out. But I think Vicky's right. I would like if my computer started talking to me. I'd be like, hey, what's up? What's going on?
I'm picturing like the sequel to the movie Her or something.
Okay, well, that's
That's like a romantic, right?
Yeah, that's
He
so
like
Vicky
fell in
thinks
love with Siri's voice or something.
Yeah.
I can see BJ doing that.
Kind of.
Oh, you can see me doing that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I wish I could argue with that.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So a woman pranked her boss by programming his computer to talk. Based on this, how did you mess with your coworker, or how did they mess with you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Matt in Seattle. Matt, you are on the Rock.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Matt. Welcome to the show. What you got for us, buddy?
So I used to work at a big box hardware store in Renton, and my boss, I worked in receiving, and somebody returned a portable toilet, and I filled it with some yellow cleaner and melted a couple Twix bars in the bathroom under the hand warmer and dropped them in the toilet and left it locked in her office for her in the morning. And she lost her mind. She thought it was real. It took her a couple days of convincing her that it wasn't real.
Oh, man. And you still were employed?
Oh, yeah. Everybody thought it was hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
I was kind of notorious for pulling pranks there.
Oh, man. Yeah, oh, God, there's nothing grosser, though. Man, I wouldn't believe it was, I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't be like, yeah, sure, you're telling me that. That was, that is one of my, I don't know why. I mean, everybody does it. It's bodily functions. And yet walking into a restroom where somebody forgot to flush, I hate it. Oh,
you know what,
I hate it.
Sometimes you got to blame the actual toilet's abilities, because there are times where I'm like at a gym and I'm like done doing what I'm doing. I hit the flush thing and I'm about to walk out. I turn around. I'm like, as if like, did you not do your job? I did everything I was supposed to do. And so then I'm sitting there just trying to get everything. And it's like, what crappy, no.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Poor toilet system do you have here? So some people may be on a rush. They don't even realize it. And they walk off and they thought everything was taken care of, and it wasn't. Yeah,
especially if they think they got an automatic toilet and they're used to it, but sometimes it doesn't work. I know in our workplace that's the case. It's like sometimes it goes off while you're on the seat and you're like, "Are you kidding me? I don't need a bidet right now, especially a bidet of my own business."
That means that your soul just left your body.
Oh, that's what that means. Oh, I've had a lot of out-of-body experiences then. Wow, I guess I have. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Josh and Graham, you are on the Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Josh. Now, did you mess with a coworker, or did somebody mess with you?
So I messed with a coworker, and then he got me back the very next day.
Oh, I love this. What happened?
So we used to remodel houses, and we would always stay at the houses that we were working on. And he kind of kept giving me the gear, so I was like, okay, I'm going to get him. Our air compressor had a hole in the holes, so every once in a while it would turn on and get air into the compressor. So I put it at the head of his bed, and we lived in cots. And so we went to bed probably about 11:30, and 2:30, 2:35 came around. It went off. It scared him so bad that he literally jumped out of bed and knocked over his cot. And I woke up and I couldn't stop laughing because he was just freaking out.
Oh, yeah. I would. Oh, boy.
So he told me, he was like, all right, I'm going to get you back. I'm like, okay. Well, we were gearing up for paint. So we were sweeping and vacuuming. Well, we had a really big shop vac, and I'm on my hands and knees getting scraping the floors. Well, I had a hole in my pants, and I had very loose fitting boxers.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. He took that hose in the seam of my pants and sucked up all my boys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I felt like I was going to be neutered that very day because the pain was so severe.
Dude, that's the moment where I send out a company email to everybody and be like, look, I know we all like to prank each other, but don't prank Chad. He goes too extreme.
Yeah, you're right.
You do not want to mess with him. He's that's the guy I do not want to joke around with.
That is a good call. Right? Oh, is that a good? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. You can't, when the boys are involved, I'm out. I am. Oh, especially shop vac. Oh.
Someone, company email, speaking of that, someone said, I once put saran wrap on the toilet at my workplace. I thought I would get my bud, who I work with. We prank each other all the time. But it ended up being the boss of our company that fell, quote unquote, victim.
Oh, no.
Nobody ever found out it was me. But they sent out a rather stern company email that was pretty hilarious. Oh, I printed it and framed it in my man cave. Yeah. He's a crappy boss anyway, LOL.
Oh man,
That's amazing.
You just don't ever invite your boss to your man cave.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah, that's for sure. Don't forget. Or if you want it to be your last day, invite your boss to your man cave.
I want to see that email.
Yeah, I suppose that's something to be proud of, especially if you don't like the boss that much. Oh, wow. 206-421-ROCK, Texas at 77999. All right, Vicky, how about you? Did you mess with somebody or somebody mess with you? Because I know I've been fantastic to you.
Oh, the best.
Funny enough, this isn't about anybody here or doing anything here. It was at my first job, and it was a restaurant job, and we were in charge of having our own till. It was very weird. So the boss made out of wood each little kind of box cubbies. So we each were in charge of our own cubby. We each had a lock on it. And the boss's sister was always, she's technically our boss too, was always saying, don't forget to lock yours. Don't forget to lock yours. She would never lock hers. So we kind of got tired of it. And one day I decided to just fill it up with condoms. And also I made like a rubber chicken out of a rubber glove. So the first thing she sees is, oh, if that's funny, a rubber glove. And then this poor older Catholic woman opens up to see a big thing filled with condoms. I could see her soul leave her body. It was pretty awesome. It's like, you didn't lock yours. Sorry.
Oh,
you
man.
never know. Everyone knew it was me.
That's well, yeah. Who else would be having a bunch of that? First of all, who else has access to all those condoms? You probably even have to go buy them.
No. Planned Parenthood, man.
It probably somebody. Let me go in my purse. I can do this prank on my own.
Dude, how about this one? It says, I once worked at a warehouse where a coworker brought in his new Corvette. He was so paranoid that it would get stolen that he would park it in the warehouse. Well, our manager took a forklift and used it to put the Corvette on the third-level industrial shelf.
Oh, whoa!
I was laughing my ass off, but the Corvette owner looked like he was going to have a heart attack.
I always wanted to do that as my senior prank. Get like
Move a car?
forklift and put like the principal's car and put it on top of the building.
Yeah.
Never could figure it out. That sounds awesome.
It's probably good that you didn't, Danny. I feel like that would have been over the line.
You got to be really confident in your abilities with that forklift. Like, I don't know if I want to mess with a guy's Corvette. Like, the prank is awesome, but I'd be afraid that I would screw it up, scratch it, mess up the bottom of it somehow.
Yeah,
to the point where,
exactly.
that's coming out of my pocket.
I feel like there's no way you can do that without causing some damage, to be honest. But I apparently it didn't.
And I don't care if it's a Corvette or like a 1989 Honda Accord. I'd still be like, you know what, guys? I don't want to mess with this.
You're still going to mess it up somehow.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could see it all of a sudden falling off, and then me like wrecking something at the job as well as wrecking the vehicle. Like it would go completely wrong.
How about going wrong? This guy said I changed the ringtone for when my boss would call to a-hole calling. Well, that backfired when I lost my phone in the shop, and he called it trying to help me find it.
Oh, nice. A-hole calling.
See, mine wasn't that bad. I just had you, BJ, as the Imperial March, so I knew that Darth Vader or Emperor Palpatine would be calling.
Oh, that's lovely. I don't think I realized that.
Do you have ringtones for everybody?
No, not anymore because it's too hard for Apple phones. It was back when I had an Android and it was a lot easier to use, and so not anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry you can't have Palpatine call you on a regular basis.
Well, you can still call me.
Yeah, my buddy has like a wicked witch scream when his wife calls.
See, but that's going to backfire, I feel.
I think that I look at him and I go, are you an idiot? I mean, at some point she's going to call when somehow, your daughters are around or whatever, but apparently it's like, I don't care. And I don't even know if she knows. And I was like, all right, well, if she knows, I wonder what the hell she has for you, and
your little dog too.
Yeah, really. 206-421-ROCK, Texas at 77999. How did you mess with your coworker, or how did they mess with you?
To go back to the Corvette story, they said they used the genie lift, but the guy ended up quitting eventually anyway.
Oh, damn.
So it said we used to draw lines of sweet and low that looked like lines of Coke at the bus station at our restaurant. To kind of mess with people.
Jeez. Wow. At the bus station. So they would just put lines of Coke somewhere? Oh, at the busing station.
I thought, busboy
I thought
station.
I thought it was
bus
like,
girl,
they have a bus station outside and they go, hey, lines of Coke. Lines of free Coke at the bus station.
There's some pretty interesting diners/gas stations off the side of the freeway when you're going cross country. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, would you take advantage of that? If you were a big enough drug addict, cokehead, I think you probably would. You take a shot.
Just like, hey, see what happens.
This is Splenda. What the heck?
Right?
Yeah. I feel like you're really not that cared that much about hygiene at that point when you got a lot of free Coke out there. Not speaking from experience at all.
Oh, of course not.
I like this one because it's just like this seems like one of those like ongoing pranks that just gets under the skin of somebody. But they said every day we would slightly adjust the chair and desk of our coworker. She had one of those desks that you could put up so you could stand and work or sit and work. We would do it just enough so it was noticeable, and it pissed her off. So we did it every day for a year.
Wow, that's a great commitment.
Just like a little. I mean, sometimes you notice that, like if you sit like usually in your chair, and you're like, "Who's been sitting in my chair?" Like that would mess with me.
Oh yeah, and the rising desk thing, I'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" Every day, I would start measuring. I would make sure, okay, I'm going to make sure I got this at the right thing to see if someone's messing with me.
Like the ones in our building, they have I call them sleep numbers because it's like, oh, you could be at like this. It'll tell you what number you're at.
Oh, then you definitely can see if someone's messing with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I bet that wouldn't stop the prankers. They'd be like, I hope they see we're messing with them.
My boss left his laptop open one day, so I opened up a separate tab and searched for Viagra. Now he gets tons of ads for male enhancement pills.
Nice. Wow.
That could have gone a lot worse. When you think about what they could have searched for.
We used to do that when I worked at the end, like the running joke with a few of us, including our, people that were like, assistant bosses and bosses. Like if you leave your computer open with your email, all bets are off. You could send out.
Yeah.
Because it was a different time. You can get away with. So I remember my main boss, I went in there to talk to him, but he wasn't there, but his email was open. I'm like, well, we all do this, so why not? So I just sent out a company or a staff email that said, hey, everybody take the rest of the day off. It's beautiful outside. I'm going to go watch squirrels play on the trees. And I sent it, and I thought so someone actually left for the day.
Yeah.
And he found out, and he just like, I had to fess up. I'm like, it was me. And he was not happy. And then our little fun email game ended after that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, if I get an email like that, it's like, oh, good. Go play with squirrels. I'm out. Peace.
I thought that was so ridiculous. Like, what? You really thought our boss wanted to go into the park and watch squirrels play in trees?
Don't even care. It's an official email.
Yeah, you're right.
You really get to see the people that are looking for any reason to get the day off. And that was it.
Peace.
That was it.
Best day ever. Plus, our boss is weird.
I will tell you, though, over the course of my time working for many different radio companies, I've seen some interesting emails for the business side where they get the day off. Or, and then, of course, you're on air and you're like, oh, great. Well, we don't get that. Thanks. Go enjoy the whatever. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. Thanks.
Right. He was sending it to everybody.
Yeah. That's my kind of email.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.